Good evening, folks, and welcome to Cooking with Dan Luzzi. My name is Janet Rapasardi-Hoff. I'll be your host this evening in Dan's kitchen with Dan. How are you, Dan?
Good, good. How we doing,
Good.
you guys?
I saw that little incorrigible grin on your face.
Yes, that's the bad boy
That's,
one.
no, I know. What are we
the
doing
bad
today?
boy.
I tell you what, I was scraping the cobwebs out and trying to figure out something, but we were
Yeah?
going to do a couple pizzas. I have
Okay.
these little personal pizzas I do, and you know, it's neat if you can. People don't think to possibly eat something like pizza to start a meal. You know what I mean? Well, I have a couple of these little bitties ready. These little pizza shells, and I just make this pizza sauce out of our marinara sauce. We just puree it and add a little secret spices to it, and everybody's got their own way of doing this stuff. But I like the way this sauce works. It's really good. Our basic marinara, we sweeten it up a little bit, sweet and spicy kind of thing. So,
Best of both worlds.
yeah, I'm going to try a pizza that's kind of an arrabbiata style.
Okay.
I'm going to put the sauce on, and if I can remember before the cheese, I'm going to put some of this crushed red pepper seeds. We run them through the blender, as I've said many times, and it really gets through the dish a little more readily than just the whole seeds. And we're going to try some, we're going to put some hot peppers on there.
Oh, boy.
On the top, I had a little ricotta cheese, and we were going to garnish it when it was finished with a little basil leaf. So we'll try that one first. We'll put that one in the oven first. Lord knows I won't be able to get them both out at the same time. So we'll put a little sauce on here. You know, this is a good, neat Friday night, Sunday night, Tuesday night, Saturday night. No, it's a good.
What about Wednesday? And
Oh yeah, what about that?
Oh, come on.
No, but the you know, just something. You had to get out and get a quick 20 beers. It'll.
I knew you were going to throw those in there somewhere.
You know, it's a good thing. So I'm going to take these seeds. I'm going to put them right on the old sauce here.
Oh, boy. That's hot.
Yeah, this will be fun.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess these we're going to consider these julienne hot cherry peppers to be a little overkill, but you know, I didn't ton it up too badly. You know, there's a balance here. I mean, if you want extra cheese, fine, but I'm looking for balance. As you can see, I have just perfect balance in my life, right? Everything is just right on the equator there.
Well, we know there's no golfing today, unfortunately.
You never know. The driving range is probably open. I could sneak down there, right? They have these heated booths, you know. All right, honey, I'll see you in a couple hours. A few friends of mine scooted down to the Bahamas.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's the place to be right now.
Yeah, they're going to have a good old time. They got 8 guys. They're going to all alternate partners and stuff. And they have a casino right next door to where they are. Oh, my gosh, I couldn't go there. Forget it. It's like giving firewater to the Indian. I'll be in there with a lampshade on my head, losing all my cash and end up owing somebody some cash. No, I can't go to the casino places. Forget it. All right, so I've taken these hot cherry peppers, and I've also taken the time to cook them off a little bit first. I want to break them, get some of the moisture out of it, so they're kind of dry, and they're not going to sog up the whole pizza. Hopefully, we'll see when we take it out. I guess we can alternate the red and the green as much as we can. I like the combination, you know, you get a little, not to be exact here, I guess, but we're going to put these on. So like I said, this has got a little spice to it. These are hot cherry peppers without the seeds. I love them. So we'll throw those on there. And I was going to put some ricotta cheese on. The basil I was going to finish it with.
Right.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this in halfway through. I'm going to add the other stuff, okay? We'll try that. Alrighty.
Well, we know what happens if you put basil leaves on there a little bit too early.
Yeah, we've gone through that before, right?
We've been there.
We've been there doing that one.
Yes, we have.
All right, this next one is a crazy mix. I par cooked some bacon. We have
That
some
looks
Bermuda
good.
onion and a portobello mushroom that we
Ooh,
par
yeah.
cooked. Try that one.
Okay, this will be the one that I want to eat.
Yeah, it would be ripping that arrabbiata out of your hand. You'll be saying, give me another try to make sure that isn't totally hot. I'll tell you what, I had some chicken wings at a place one time, and they were hot. Man, oh man, I did get the fireballs. But boy, oh boy, I can really get your motor running, you know. Sometimes it can surprise you if you're not expecting it, right?
I'll tell you, too hot is not. Do you like it really, really hot?
I know, and these were hotter than I can handle it. I can handle it, things pretty hot, but I'm not Johnny.
What's wrong with those?
Right, no boy, right. No, you don't want to get it where you lose your breath. How are we going to do this? I'll put the portobello mushroom first. You know, we've taken the fuzzies off it, par cooked it a little bit, and this way it's going to be real nice when it comes out. See how this bacon and mushroom thing works. This looks like it's got a little water in it. This pizza may come out a little watery, but what are you gonna do? Looks a little thick, right?
Yeah,
I should probably cut them all in half. This way I can maybe let the bacon dominate a little bit.
Oh, better. Mm-hmm.
There we go. All righty.
I love those portobello mushrooms too. They're nice and meaty.
Right.
Got a nice consistency.
Yeah, they do. They're really good. They're not that expensive either. I guess we'll put them all on. Actually, this is going to be too much stuff. Take that skinny malenko off of there. Take that one that's out of shape off of there. And this way we can fit a little bacon on here. I think I'm going to put the onion on right away. So this bacon is kind of 2/3 cooked. So I don't want to hide this. I guess I'll sliver this in between, right? I mean, bacon goes well with anything. Whipped cream.
Whipped cream. Oh, no.
Right? There are some crazy combinations out there, I'll tell you what. I can't handle most of them. We'll try a little of this Bermuda onion on top. See how this works out. Nice and thinly sliced.
Mm-hmm.
So halfway through, I guess we'll put that ricotta and all right, there we go. Let's see what that bad boy looks like when it comes out. All right, we got our little pizzas in. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some prosciutto. Now this is not grade AA prosciutto, and I feel like this cooks a lot better.
Okay.
I mean, you get that prosciutto de Parma, that ultra sweet stuff. It's just really expensive, and I feel like it doesn't cook up that well. I don't like the way it sits in the pan. It just seems to take on a different flavor. So that's the type of thing I think you just want it nice and raw with the chunks of Parmesan or melon and you know, that kind of thing. You know, leave that prosciutto to that. So this stuff here is going to run you in a supermarket, you know, somewhere in the $5 to $7.50 type of range, somewhere in there. And you don't need that much of it. Just tell me you want 1/4 pound. So, and also what you want to buy is just get your favorite red sauce if you don't make your marinara. We have some marinara sauce here, nice and chunky, okay, like me. And and that's all we're going to do. We're going to put some prosciutto and garlic. Get some garlic, you know, some of that processed stuff in a jar, unless you like to chop your own on. But we want it real finely. We don't want a lot of chunks in this dish here. We don't want to strain anything out. This is going to be a one-stop shop. Then we were going to add a little bit of heavy cream to it and give it some color. And we were going to garnish it with a green. So now you got this peach-colored sauce, not pink, peach-colored. Let the tomato dominate a little bit. And you could put anything from tearing basil leaves on it to chopped scallion on it. We're going to put some baby peas on it. The green will go real nice, and you know, if somebody has a problem with the peas, you can just do something else. But this dish you could put in a big bowl, put it out there, or plate it up, get some, you know, a fancier chicken or something that didn't call for the red sauce, without having to go to this primavera thing and all this crazy julienne and vegetables. The key to the dish is going to be this garlic, prosciutto, and white wine base that's going to be in the pan. So just get a jug of white vino, if there's any left in your fridge, and we can make this dish. So I'm not gonna get the pan too hot, that's why I took it off. And the prosciutto, get it just you don't have to get it ultra thin, just kind of medium thin, and just cut a little off to your own taste.
Okay, so you stack the slices and you're just
Yeah.
cutting them.
Yeah,
against
we're
the
just,
grain.
yeah, a little
Okay.
julienne, right.
Mhm.
But this is really good. It's really flavorful, and the wine, garlic, and prosciutto combination is really tremendous. We're not doing it for 4 people, obviously, but we're just trying to give you the idea. Got that one couple over, and she's always got that fancy pasta dish. Well, you're going to throw this one at her, all right? So I guess we'll get this on. Going to put a little oil in there. It's a lighter olive oil. Put the prosciutto in there. If you're not sure with it, just go a little more. It's gonna cook down a little.
And now, are we waiting for this to crisp, or we're gonna?
No, we just want to get the flavors going and keep my eye on that garlic. There's already garlic in the marinara, but like I said, even if you didn't do it, you just can run into a supermarket, buy a jar of sauce, buy some prosciutto, buy some garlic, and buy some white wine. Buy some peas, buy some pasta. No, but you know, just get it going like that. Like I said, keep the prosciutto on the high side, the garlic on the short side, especially if there's
Okay.
garlic in your sauce already. Just put the rest of that in there. Got to remember to easy on the oil too. You don't need that much. There's a little. But this is definitely one, if you're so inclined, try it at home for sure. You know, you just want something a little different. You know, you wanted some pasta, didn't want cream sauce, that kind of thing, and you wanted to add a little pizzazz to your marinara. And once again, don't buy meat sauce to put in with this. Go strictly marinara, okay? So
Oh, well,
the
meat
garlic's
sauce
coming along.
Yeah, the meat sauce would
Yeah.
fight with the prosciutto.
Right, it's going to take
Yeah.
the sauce into another direction.
Right,
That's a no good.
that's a no good.
I wonder how the pizzas are doing. All right, we're getting there on this one.
Oh yeah.
I'd say I'm going to put this ricotta cheese on here. I think it's a little bit of overkill, but what the heck. All right, we got it where we want it. I'll let you take a whiff after we put this in. Get these ingredients married up. Go with the wine on the high side. We're going to marry the ingredients up a little bit. The wine's an integral part of the whole dish. But, you know, it starts getting a nice little fragrance to it.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Oh, that is
that's
nice.
a really good combination. Over here, we're going to go with the overkill on the pizza. I'm just going to put 3 little dollops of this on here. I probably don't need it. And I'll take a chance on putting the basil leaves on now.
Okay, be careful now.
I know. Going to tear them up a little bit.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Get the flavors going. This is going to be spicy hot, though.
You think?
I think so.
Yeah.
Especially with that red pepper in the sauce. So we'll toss this back in for a little bit. How are we doing over here? We're doing all right. And then I guess both these pizzas are going to be ready kind of at the same time. All right, we just reduce this a little bit. Don't get into the alcohol part of it. It's probably cooked off a little bit. You know, that's what you want to do. Marry the flavors up. The alcohol's cooking off. We don't want Uncle Herman walking out drunk on the old wine sauce, do we? All right. Like I said, we're making this primarily tomato, secondary on the cream.
Oh, that is so great. I like that.
We'll see. Well, this is
Okay.
boiling up a little bit. I mean, I could have put the cream in. But, you know, you got the color contrast. The green's going to go real nicely with this also.
So you weren't kidding. Really, just a very, very light touch of cream.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, if you had your sauce, I mean, this could be made at 4 o'clock in the doggone afternoon, and then all of a sudden you can reheat it a little bit. It's no big deal. This is something you can get ahead on. All right, we'll try that. We'll try that color. That's kind of orangey, not quite peach, but we'll do that. All right, so supposedly, if it's just a couple people, you don't need anything. You could wash, clean everything, put it away. All you should really need to produce this is whatever you're doing with your chicken. Maybe you're doing that on the grill outside or something. This would
Okay.
work with that.
Sure.
You know, maybe you had a little something you were going to put on the chicken, with even grilled vegetables with it, and you wanted something just to beef the whole thing up with, you know. So the chicken's working over here. The chicken could be done in the oven on a low temperature, and this is all you should need. The pasta could have been cooked off. Don't put it in the fridge. Have the sauce ready a couple hours prior. Don't put it in the fridge. Bring it back to a little heat. And one thing I recommend with the, like, see how loose this is? In fact, this is going to be tough for me here. I'll have to be very careful. But see how loose that is, kind of?
Right.
It's a little watery like that. These sauces are better when they're sitting there a little bit.
Oh, to,
You know,
to
when the
thicken up a
thing,
little bit.
to thicken up, to reduce, you know.
okay.
Everybody gets into this hot thing, and next thing you know, it's you can't even taste the food and the consistency's not there. So it's always best if something sat a little bit, you know, and because you are going to heat it up again anyway in the pan here. Let's see. All right, I was going to say we'll do the black sea bass and then come back to this after this cooled off.
Okay.
But I guess what we'll do is we'll take the pizzas out and do this and then the bass.
Okay, okay.
On three, ready?
1,
break.
2, 3.
All right,
Got
they
it.
both look like where we want.
Yeah,
want
they
them.
do.
Here's the one with the basil.
That looks good.
Yeah, that didn't work out too badly.
Mm-mm.
Let's see how watery the mushrooms made this one. We got water on the bacon. We got oil on the bacon. We got water in the mushrooms. We got a leak in the bow. Yeah, this isn't too bad. I could have put
No.
more onions on. The bacon's looking okay. It crisped up
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
The mushrooms didn't give up that much water. Now let's garnish them up and get them on a plate. I don't think I'm going to do anything with the, get this out of my way. Get this over here. All right.
That just looks really, really good.
I'm not going to cut it up now. Take 2 seconds to do later. I don't know if we should garnish this or not. You know what I could do? You know what I could do? I could put some of this hot pepper stuff right on the
you're not
ricotta.
gonna do that, are you? Oh my
Right.
gosh. Okay.
We'll put it right on there like
yeah.
that. Even a little more heat just to color that. I think we're fine there.
Yep.
Could go around the perimeter, but hey, it's only a pizza for crying out loud. We'll save that for the brick, right? All right, here's the one with the bacon, portobello, Bermuda onion. I'm just going to toss a little parsley on there.
Yep.
We always have to get parsley in on the show, right? What would our show be without parsley? This
I
parsley's a
don't know.
little soggy. My gosh, this stuff is hurting for certain. That's the end of that. So for color, we'll just toss a little basil on here also. In fact, I'll just put one in the center. More as a garnish. We'll put a leaf there. But there we have them. We have that arrabbiata pizza. This thing is smoking hot. And the portobello, bacon, and Bermuda onion.
And I noticed you put a little bit of cream in there. Just a little, just a little
was
touch.
a hair too
Not a little
orangey
touch.
for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're such a perfectionist.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Try.
I know.
All right, so we're gonna.
Okay.
I know you won't do this at home. You're gonna put it in the doggone water anyway. But if you do put the pasta in the water, put the pasta in the water ahead of time. All right, get all the water off it. Just have it a little hot. You don't need it a lot of hot. The main thing is to have this pan working. It'll get the sauce plenty hot. Okay. So what we're gonna do is gonna put some of this sauce in here. I should be doing it the other way. How the heck with this? You get the picture. Gonna put some of this in the bottom. If you're not sure, make more of this than you need. You know, that you could freeze it and every other doggone thing. So what we're gonna do, so now you got your sauce here to put on top. You need 2 pans for this. I mean, you got everything else put away. The counters are wiped down. Don't get greedy, all right? But, you know, 2 pans have got to make this work. It's going to be tough to get it together to get your little garnish on top. That's the key to the mint here, okay? If you want the color through the pasta, the Parmesan all over it and stuff like that, and a little something on top, you need 2 pans. Little pot and the pan. That's all you do need, though. All right, we're going to reduce this a little bit. Actually, I can put the pasta in now. It's dry, as you can see. I haven't touched the water with it. It's al dente. We cooked it off a little before. It's at room temperature. And it's enough for a plate full of pasta, right? And I'll make sure at home, too, to get this temperature right, put a lid on it, something like that. Get the temperature up in there.
Oh, okay.
Got some nice
Oh,
ground Parmesan cheese. All right, you can see this is reduced a little bit.
all right.
Just want to get everything clinging to the noodle. I think that's neat, you know? I'll turn this off. This cheese does not need any cooking. You know, it's just going to melt.
Oh, well, and the penny lends itself to that with little grooves, with the little grooves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if you, you know, go the little extra expense on the cheese, I think. Get a little, you know, you don't need that much of it. You're only making dinner for a few people. Don't get a giant wedge of it. But, you know, the Romano cheese is a lot cheaper, but it, you know, it's really going to take this dish over. The Parmesan is going to add a little spunk to the dish, and, but what we've done with this pasta, we've taken this pasta from room temperature to here. This is all you need, and what's going to ruin the dish is the water. Believe me. Do you believe me?
I
All
believe
right,
you.
we'll plate it up. So pretend you got your bowl now, and you have a whole bunch of this stuff. You dump it in your bowl, and now we garnish it up, except we're just going to put it on a plate. Just put this on the old plate. Oops. But you can see it's clinging. It's got color. It's going to give it that little restaurant look. I think that's really important. I mean, how many times are you going to do this? Let's do it right. And like I said, you could have everything clean, put away, except 2 pans. So the mistake we're going to make is putting the pasta in the water, and
We're not going to do that.
and oops. All right. Where's my little spoon?
Ouch.
Take that.
Oh, brother.
All right, you can always put a little more cheese on top if to everybody's taste. In
Mm.
fact, you don't
Oh,
have to
that
put
is
the
nice.
cheese in. It's got a nice little fragrance to it.
Yes, it does.
So once again, this is a marinara-based, store-bought ingredients, a little prosciutto, white wine. And if you want the recipe for this, watch the show. Don't call me, please. All right, and we're going to go with the baby peas here. Nice little green
Oh,
garnish
nice
and
touch.
contrast to it,
Yeah.
okay? Little grilled chicken and vegetables with this, or you could put chicken in this dish, or you could just say, hey, we're just having pasta tonight. Be happy. There we have it.
Well, folks, thanks for joining us in the dining room while we wrap up what we've done in the kitchen. I always say what we've done in the kitchen, but really, Dan, it's what you've done in the kitchen.
Come on,
isn't
you were whipped me on there. You were my inspiration.
Yeah, I was your support.
That's
system.
right, that's right. So what do we do? We did that arrabbiata pizza, right?
Yeah, that's going to be hot.
Yeah. You know,
I'm
you
curious
could
to see
put a
how
little.
hot that is.
Yeah, you could cook a little chicken off too and strip that up, and or some shrimp or something with that. That'd be a neat combination. I think we're going to go with that tonight, maybe. But we also did the this concoction here. It's a crazy combination, but I think it's. I think
like
you'll have to
that.
give me the feedback on this one.
Yeah, I'll give
I
you
think it'll-
feedback too. That's mine. This is
Yeah, you
mine.
can whip them up in a toaster oven. Cut them in
Really?
half, put them in the toaster oven. Don't put them in the radar. I think it'll come up real nice that way.
Okay.
But yeah, but we had the portobello, the bacon, and the Bermuda onion. Ran out of the parsley, so we went with the little Johnny basil leaf there in the center rather. And
Oh,
we
I
had
guess you're right. The microwaves make these kind of soggy.
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
they? That's
yeah.
not
Try
a
not
good-
to put it
not
in
a
the
good
fridge.
thing.
Have it out at room temperature if you can.
Okay.
And then maybe I don't think they'll fit in your toaster oven, right?
I don't have a toaster oven.
Oops.
Oops.
Go to the neighbor. Knock on the door. Just buy them off with half of a
I
half
have
of
to
a
go
pie.
and get one now.
You can have a piece, right? Stop. Yeah, right. Spend a hunch on a toaster oven just to put this pizza in
Put
there.
it in the oven.
But I'll tell you what, I would. I was going to do that the other night. I was going to order pizza. My son and his guys went down to a place, and I tried to get them before they left, and they did. I was going to tell them, don't cook the pizza, just just give me a couple slices, and I like whipping them up in the toaster oven. It's good, good.
Ooh.
And we had that nifty, neat prosciutto garlic white wine base,
Oh, yes.
marinara, the cream, parmesan, the baby peas with the penne. Once again, the water will ruin this dish, and what else did I say will ruin this dish? The water and the, possibly having a real harsh cheese or something that can
Right,
send it
right.
in another direction.
Parmesan, not Romano.
Yeah, if we could, that'd
If
be
you
good. It
can.
costs a little more, but it's a neat dish, and it's not real fancy yet. It's not your run-of-the-mill marinara.
What happened to my Chilean sea bass you promised me, Dan?
Oh, yeah, that's right, that sea bass. We'll do it the next show. We'll fit it in there.
I'm holding you to that.
The voice from behind the camera.
That's right. He was looking at that. He took his eyes
Oh,
off
yeah.
it. I think he's very disappointed.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay, well, maybe we'll do that next week. Folks, thanks for joining us again this evening, and we will see you again next week. Take care.